Speaker, this matter is urgent need to address the security threat caused by the phenomenon of banditry, particularly kidnapping and abduction, to the campuses of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and other tertiary institutions across the nation.
Go ahead.
Matter of grave concern to all meaning patrons for several years now. Further recalls that recently the state of insecurity in Kaduna State has degenerated to alarming levels in spite of the well-meaning efforts of government to put an end to it, and that this insecurity has come in the form of armed banditry. Equally recalls the activities of these armed bandits who have now embarked on a spate of kidnappings and abductions of Ahmadu Bello University staff and students and other members.
Please approach the. Go back to a seat. Don't interrupt the speaker, please.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. The acting chief whip, just give him 1 second, please.
Equally recalls the activities of these armed bandits who have now embarked on a spate of kidnappings and abductions of Ahmadu Bello University staff and students and other members of the university community, particularly at the Samaru campus, but also outside their campuses, and the fact that these dangerous activities have reached perilous level. The stress that on the 17th of November 2020, 9 students of the university were kidnapped along Kaduna-Abuja Road while the bandits sent a ransom demand of 270 million for the release of the students. Further distress that only on Monday, 23rd of November 2020 at about 12:50 a.m., armed bandits invaded the house of another staff, Professor Bakari Giret, and abducted him, his wife and daughter, and only after an exchange of fire with the police intelligence response team did the bandit release the wife and the daughter while they escaped with the professor. Aware and anxious that Professor Giret remains in captivity with the bandits as of this moment while the invasions are continuing unabated. Note that the bandits have been substantially aided in their wicked, despicable, and nefarious activities by the absence of a wall or fence around the Samaru campus of the university, unlike what is obtainable at the campus of the University of Maiduguri and the University of Abuja campus. Further notes that the bandits have also been substantially aided by the fact that it shares border with southern Katsina, particularly Sabwa local government, where the activities of the bandits have escalated in geometric proportions, as well as Kuyelo in Bilungwari local government area, another hotspot of criminalities, and that the forests in these border locations have become heavens for these criminal activities. Concerned that these border locations have made it easier for the bandits to penetrate forest borders of the campus while making staff and students easy prey. Worried that the sad consequence of this state of affairs is that the university now stands in the seriousness of being unable to promise the serene and conducive atmosphere that is self-known for its purpose and the institution of higher learning. Cognizant that the university is a community that houses over 60,000 staff and students with origins spread across the 36 states of the Federation and Federal Capital Territory. Equally cognizant that no other tertiary institution in Nigeria is as representative of the diverse peoples and culture of our nation as the Ahmadu Bello University. Mindful, therefore, that this emergency has become a national emergency that touches on every Nigerian, and that the overriding need to protect this heritage cannot be overstated. Resolve to call on the federal government to urgently and without further delay erect a secure wall around the campuses of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, as it has been done for the University of Maiduguri and the University of Abuja campus, in order to foster incursions from the bandits and other miscreants. B. Call on the Inspector General of Police to urgently and without further delay establish a unit of its mobile police personnel at the institution, particularly at the Phase 2 segment of Samaru campus, to ensure security of lives and property at all times. C. Call on the Chief of Army Staff to urgently and without further delay establish a battalion of the Nigerian Army at the southern border of the university to help forestall incursions into the campus from that end, which has attained a certain notoriety in this regard. And finally, mandate the House Committees on Tertiary Education, National Security and Intelligence to liaise with the Ministry of Education, the Chief of Army Staff, and the Inspector General of Police, and other relevant agencies of government to implement the above resolution and report to the House this week. It's not that we are just particular about students and staff, we are particular about all Nigerians that are involved. But this dangerous trend that is coming into Ahmadu Bello University, even University of Maiduguri, that is the epicenter. Maiduguri is the epicenter of Boko Haram. Even with that, there was never a case of kidnapping, even worse. But this trend of ABU, kidnapping staff every day, is becoming alarming and worrisome. So it's for this reason we move this motion, Mr. Speaker, so that the government can intervene. As we said in the motion, ABU is one of the most cosmopolitan universities because of its liberal admission policy. Almost no part of Nigeria that is not represented. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Datti. For the question, those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.